Solving for a specified variable means taking a formula and changing which letter is isolated on one side by itself. For instance, if we look at the formula here, P is equal to 2L plus 2W, that's perimeter of a rectangle around the outside of the rectangle. Currently, it's solved for P. I know this because the P is on one side of the equation, occurring only one time in the formula, and it's by itself on that one side. If we'd like to take this formula and instead of it being solved for P, solving it for L, that means I need to get L to be by itself. In order to do that, I will undo anything that has happened to this L. Now, the first thing that I notice is that somebody is already away from the L where they belong. The P is already on the other side of the equation, and it can be rewritten over there. There's no reason for it to be changed in any way. Now, the first thing, though, that we'll need to move is this plus 2W. Since it is added, when I move it to the other side, I'll need to subtract it, undoing what has been done. The opposite of addition is subtraction, and that gets us to here. Now, I didn't want to know what two of the L's would be. I just want L. So I've still got to get rid of this 2. How are the 2 and the L combined with each other? They are multiplied together. So to undo that multiplication, I need to divide. As I divide, I'll divide everything here by 2. That gets the L to be by itself. Notice that the fraction bar extends all the way across. Both the P and the minus 2W are being divided by that 2. The fraction bar must extend all the way across. I cannot do any reducing for this. Since the 2W is divided by the 2 and the P is divided by the 2, I cannot cancel anything out, no matter how tempting it might be. Let's try another one. On this next one, we're solving for the letter B. Now, we first need to notice A is over there on one side by itself. It's good where it is. I can just rewrite that A. Now, also notice that there is a distinction between capital letters and lowercase letters. If you see a formula with a capital letter, that capital A is a different variable from a lowercase a. So make sure whatever case you're in, you stick with it. The first thing that needs to happen here, I need to get rid of the C that has been subtracted. I need to move it to the other side. How do you undo subtraction? You add. So since this is a minus C, as we move it to the other side, we'll add. Now that gets us to A plus C equals BC. We want just a B. So I still need to get rid of the multiplication that's happening here. The way to undo multiplication is to divide. Everything here must be divided by that C. So when everybody gets divided, now I've got B isolated on one side. Again, notice that the fraction bar extends all the way across. And again, notice that I cannot do any canceling. If you have addition or subtraction between the terms on the numerator, then you cannot cancel with anything in the denominator. The only time that canceling or reducing can occur is if we have multiplication. Whenever you're solving for a specified variable, think the word undo. Get the letter that you're looking for by itself on one side of the equation.